Well, we know that it is the Ghana Police Service that is conducting its investigation into the matter. But I wouldn't want to rely on what is going around in the social media. Let us wait. When we go to court and the facts and the charge sheet and the necessary documents are presented, then we can rely on that. For now, I don't think that we can rely on what somebody is saying somewhere. We want to get the final report that will be presented in the facts and the charge sheet to be put before a court of competent jurisdiction. Until that is done, I will treat what is going on as a hearsay. Well, in remembrance of our departed brother, to tell the whole world that even though he's gone, his spirit is still with us in some of us, and we shall continue to remember him, to honor him, to remember him, to let the whole world know that we hold him in high esteem. We cherish him so much, even while in his grave. Yes, I have to be very honest with you. So far, we are impressed with the swift manner with which the Ghana Police Service has reacted or responded to this matter. You recall that the IGP himself visited us in Kumasi here. Then he also invited us to Accra. and I don't think they have relaxed at all. So I would say that, without mentioning whether that they have been swift, and they've attached so much importance to this matter, and I hope it goes on like that.
Does it mean that this may inform your decision to probably rescind it and continue with the game?
No, they've just started. Let us wait and see where things will get to. For now, it's too early for me to say that we have rescinded our decision. We are saying that we want to see that the police is actually getting into somewhere, which I hope they will get there. At least, so far, 6 arrests also have been made. And it's refreshing. But let us wait and see where things will get to. Then, I don't think that Kokoto is saying that we will not play football again. No, that is not what we are saying. We are saying that we kept on complaining that things were not in good shape. Unfortunately, we didn't get the appropriate response. And we believe that we have lost a soul. This will compel all the stakeholders to realize that things are not going on well. So that at the end of the day, we want to see major reforms in the game. Because nobody would want to go to a match venue and then you wouldn't know whether to come back or not. I don't think any of us is prepared to go until we see that proper measures, effective measures have been put in place to ensure that such a barbaric act will not reoccur in any of our league centers. One, I will plead with all football fans, not Kokoto fans alone, that retaliation is not the way to go. Revenge or whatever is not the way to go. We are law-abiding citizens. The other day I said that Kokoto should be commended. But looking at our numbers and how powerful we can be, if Kokoto and the entire family has reacted, I think things would have worsened. But we should continue to remain calm and have confidence in the state institutions, especially the security agencies, to deliver, to give us the justice that we are all yearning for. So the message is simple. Let us remain calm. Nobody should take the law into his or her hands. At the end of the day, if you take the law into your hands, you will not be spared. Just as we are urging the police to go after people who have committed a crime. In the same way that if anybody commits a crime, the police will come after you. So let us leave everything in the hands of the police, whom we trust to do a very good job for us. And from what has transpired so far, we have no doubt in our minds that they will deliver for us.
Thank you so much. That's Pepe. Conversation from this UP leader Adonko. I'm sure you've read what she said at Joy FM, that the incident did not happen at the stadium but outside the stadium.
I'll let you finish your question. It is absolutely, I don't want to say something that I might even regret. It's irresponsible. The point of, listen, people are grieving. We have lost a human life. There is nothing as precious as that. No amount of money, no amount of words, nothing can make up for it. We have a family that's lost a precious soul. The incident didn't happen at the stadium. Where we are standing right now, is it part of the stadium or not? You can't say that because it did not happen on the field of play or the inner perimeter. It didn't happen at the stadium. If you don't have your facts, just keep quiet. Sometimes there are things you don't. Nothing necessitates that you have to comment on every single thing. You have nothing to say, just keep quiet. Probably you feel that you have to protect some of your people who are security people. I understand. But listen, the thing about Ghana that we need to understand is that human life is more precious than anything. And one single human life is more beautiful and precious than our entire football ecosystem. That is what we are telling people. So the point is that you don't come and say that it didn't happen at the stadium and I heard this. I've read a whole lot of things. But some of us, we are here because we feel that we need to put a stop to this. There are things that woman, I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit disrespectful or controversial, there are things she should have put in place in the first place so that we even have this situation. Listen, Kokoto has played at this stadium. 3 football lives were lost. Lives of football fans were lost. We had a presidential commission that categorized matches that should be played in this country. We had category A games. If she doesn't know, category A games are Kokoto Hearts games and all international games. Category B games are Kokoto or Hearts versus any other team. Go and look at the security arrangements. There are supposed to be 4 ambulances present at the game like that. We had 1, and even with that, we couldn't find a driver. When a life was being lost, someone was stabbed, and policemen were just watching. Why would you see that? There is no excuse to this. So, you know what? We shouldn't even talk about it. Let's talk about what we can do to change the system. We need to follow what has been laid down. We have a commission. There was a government presidential white paper on that. Let's sit down as a country and understand that we cannot put the lives of visiting teams in the hands of home teams. You tell the home team to provide security, then they decide to take the law into their own hands, do all they have to do. Look at some of the images coming up. Pole was lying down in a pool of blood, dying. And watch the video. There are about 4 police people. They were just watching on. Can you believe this? Then you feel your excuses that you should tell us that he was stabbed behind, not in the stadium. So what? And so what? I'm very disappointed in the FA with their approach to this whole matter. Because ordinarily, if it had been any of them, I'm sure they would have been more serious about this than they are now. We have lost 1 life today. If Kokoto decides to retaliate, if Kokoto decides to take up arms and go after any team that comes after them, do you know how many lives will be lost in this country? I'm highly disappointed in the FA president. Let me tell you something. The FA president, I understand, went to campaign for his calf thing. I understand. I mean, you have your ambition. We all support you with your calf thing, no problem. But a life has been lost when a football game, something that's your brand, your competition, 1 single life has been lost. 1 precious life is lost. Listen, the father, the breadwinner of a family is gone. I was expecting the FA president to cut everything he was doing, come down here, come see the Kokoto management, the Kokoto family, go to the family of the deceased, go at least go and offer your condolence, show support, show that it means something to you and you're going to do something about it. It's not about a member of the ESCO going there. That is the thing. When I hear, I get upset that they say that a member of the ESCO has gone there. So what? Let's imagine this. I mean, touch wood. If it had been the son or a daughter of the FA president, are you sure the FA president would have stayed there? Would have stayed wherever he was to campaign for CAF? He would have come down here. That's what we are saying. Show that it matters. And let me tell you something. The IGP has shown more concern than the Football Association. And that is what hurts some of us. The IGP, after speaking to the family, flew down here or drove down here, came to see the Kokoto family, went to see the family, did whatever he had to do. Even the meeting between the FA and the police was at the instance of the IGP. Can you believe this? That this mattered to them? And these are the same football fans you expect to come watch the Black Stars game, watch our league, and what is the essence of the Bring Back the Love? When we are losing lives at the stadium. Imagine that Kokoto decides, okay, we are not going to talk, but we are going to fill buses, go to Nswatre in their next home game, and go and misbehave. Do you know, can you believe that?
A little memory of him, if you can share with us.
Well, Pole, one of the things I loved about him, and I've never seen a football fan as passionate as Pole was. He loved Kokoto to bits. Do you know that he told me that for 3 years now, the only Kokoto game he's missed was the day he was getting married. And if he had his way, he would have left the wedding to come watch the Kokoto game. That's the man we are talking about today. And people are sitting out there making it look like Nothing has happened. Pole, it hurts me. It hurts me because we had a conversation. I was going to help him. He told me about his bike. I was going to help him. I had friends outside who was also going to help. But it is sad that I feel he's gone too soon. It is hard to get football fans like him. In this day and age where people don't really care about the local game, to have a person who is willing to go the earth's length to support his team, and someone decides to just take his life away from him, all in the name of football. Nobody can convince me that any football game is more important than any life. Not even the World Cup trophy. But we lost him sadly, and we are expecting that since the IGP has taken it upon himself to seek justice for Pole, all of us are seriously monitoring this thing, and we feel that Pole deserves the justice. It will send a very strong signal to every football person that violence is never the way. We can argue, we can talk, we can do all the things we want to do. That is what football is about. But to the level of stabbing a human being to death, no, that is unacceptable. Not today, not tomorrow, never in the life of Ghana football.